And there we are. Hello,
Oh
everyone.
my.
We're even on the right channel.
It's Saturday night. We're on the Goodman Games channel.
We are.
It's us. So that means that this must be Weird Frontier Saturday. My voice is a little rough tonight. So if I hack and cough, well, I'm not going to promise I won't die on stream, but maybe it'll, throw some bits for it. Hey, let me go out in style.
Welcome to the last episode of Weird Frontiers.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Killing him can just grab him from the near.
Oh, yeah. Bring him back. It's fine.
When chance critically fails, it kills the narrator.
Right through the head.
Campaign's
It was at this moment Dan figured out he'd fucked up.
Standard disclaimer, you may laugh, you may enjoy what you hear tonight, you may very much be enthralled in the story we're putting down, but you will question how you spent your time and the choices you've made in your life later, as well you should. We are adult gamers that engage in childlike potty mouth sometimes.
Yeah.
And jokes.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Chuck, you got anything to go?
Nah.
No?
No.
Okay, well, I will point out that on the stream somewhere there is a GoFundMe. I'm going to point this everywhere so that one of these directions will be correct.
Hang on,
Chuck?
it's under the it's where is it? It's right there, right underneath the dead dude in the map section.
There, down there. Yeah. Reed is having some health challenges, and he found a golden opportunity to move to a new location where he's going to have better medical care. He's going to have a family that's going to be able to provide him some assistance. And, well, he needs some assistance to help in this move. And Reed, if you are unaware, is the father, the birth, the America setting for DCC. The other choice, if you want to run some gonzo, post-apocalyptic future DCC game, check out America. Some great stuff. And to go along with that, we have a date now for a charity auction that are going to have some fantastic things put up for good folks to bid upon that will go to help Reed as well. That date is the 28th of October. And right now we believe it's going to be on the official Goodman Games site right here. Further information, time, item list, that sort of thing will be forthcoming as we iron all the details. But please look forward to that. If you are not able to bid on extremely cool items or help out Reed's GoFundMe, share the link. Let other people know that the auction will be taking place, and that would be fantastic. That will be a good deed to counter you listening to us tonight, which is a very bad deed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Penance must be paid.
Yeah, you got to walk
true.
the line. You can't be too far in one direction or the other.
Yeah. I think watching us on the stream is going to put you at least 1 point, to the dark side. So
Yeah,
balance
just
that
by
out.
default.
Yeah. So
Who knows what that's like?
let's go ahead and introduce our players and characters tonight. Chuck, who you got?
I am playing Pierce McIntyre, a cultist, reformed, kind of, sort of a priest, and father to a young scab.
Oh, very good. So let's go ahead and jump to the bottom of my screen to Jeremy and tell us all about young scab.
Hi, I'm Scab. I guess I'm 17 now, but I haven't aged much because that happens when you're dead. But it's okay. I've been making the best of my second life with my great new dad. We're helping lots of people because he's the best.
You keep referring to Pierce as your great new dad, but we never hear about your actual dad. That's the story we're telling sometimes, Scab.
Oh, I don't remember a whole lot about before the cave-in, but I've had a lot of parents before Mr. McIntyre, but they never lasted this long.
He's a serial orphan.
Mm-hmm.
Go check out other Defenders of the Kobold streams to find out how serial orphans came about. Eddie, who you got?
I am Ivan, filler of pants, fighter of men, trainer of young luchadors such as Scab, and husband. I don't want to pump myself up too much. Extraordinaire.
In the background, she's like, yeah.
It's like, yeah, he's getting better.
polishing her shotgun, like, eh.
Daniel, who you got?
I got Chance, who's apparently now got
No,
problem.
now Daniel, you don't have chance because you had to take a new name.
Oh, that's right. I try to remember what we gave him.
I paid a lot of money for you to not be Chance anymore.
I know.
He paid a lot of money and did a lot of things.
What's that?
You
I
immediately
didn't-
just start referring to myself as Chance, and every time we go to render all that work moved.
It just
hard
makes
to
it more
remember,
expensive.
We
your
should all
name is
use a new
different.
name.
The first sheriff you run
And
to is
the
going to
cost goes
say,
up.
I thought you'd be taller.
What was the name we gave him? It was something stupid.
I don't think you actually chose. There were a lot of stupid names thrown around, but I don't think you
Marlon
actually.
Maybe that was the
Rando.
problem.
Marlon
I
Random.
I think that's the problem. was we
Random.
didn't
Was it
decide on
random?
one.
There's
Ra-
Marlon
Rando.
Rando and Rando Calrissian.
Yeah, we were kind of between the two.
All right. Well, you're still of two minds of it, so you just let us know when you
All right,
introduce
yeah.
yourself in character. All right.
Technically Chance, but our gunslinger, who may or may not shoot our random people now.
He might. Well, it's almost
Not-
virtually going to happen at some point.
I mean, it
Joe,
happened
tell us-
before, so I mean,
All about the unpronounceable or unspellable Jebediah.
Yeah, I'm playing the Jebediah Bajebums, our con man and gambler, I guess, is his actual class, but a bit of a mafia boss now as well.
Crime Lord added to his title.
Yeah, something like that. You know, lives a very balanced life by being very good to his friends and very bad to people that get in the way of that. So it's going.
I don't know if helping the people out that directly help you, that might be a little too self-serving to call that a good deed, but
Yeah,
we'll see.
I mean that's why I'm a little bit, one tick to the damned.
Just one though. Just one.
Yeah, just
Yeah. So do you guys understand what the game effect is that is, by the way? If you're neutral or on the positive side, most people that are like God-fearing, law-abiding citizens feel just comfortable around you. But those same law-abiding, God-fearing citizens don't feel comfortable around folks that are on the negative path. Just so you know.
yeah.
All right, bringing up our international contingent. Jake, who you got?
That's my attempt at French. Unfortunately,
That's your best French yet.
Yeah,
You're
that's,
getting closer.
yeah. But my character can speak it fluently, at least. And his name is Killian Fouché. He is a former photographer turned Calavera. He speaks with the dead and sometimes even takes their pictures.
And just remember, around these parts, mimes get hung.
Mhm.
It's hanging offense to be a mime around here.
That's right. That's right.
All right,
As
well,
it
let's
should
kick
be.
this train that's already ran off the tracks into high gear here. We ended the last session with you guys meeting Circuit Judge Hershey, who brought you in to solve a little problem that the 5-bar ranch was having. The fact they had an amalgam of all their cows and some of the ranchers turn into a blob of organic rolling death, which Jebediah just put down with a great gout of flame, and everything was fine. It was not a thing. That seemed to impress Circuit Judge Hershey well enough that he's, taking you all in his confidence. He does say now he has to head up Norfolk way. And Jebediah, you've let him know that the true criminal, Chance, had recently died up there, and all things should
Yes.
be good. He didn't quite believe you, but he sees that you are good folk trying to do good. So he's going to cover for things as best as need be to make Chance just kind of fade away. Although he also did recommend that you choose another name for a while, at least until you're out of these territories. Right. You were told that while the good citizens of Richmond here can't really pay for your services because there's no stipend for Ghostbusters or monster killers, they can make things a little bit easier for you in town here, providing place to stay, good meals, equipment. Some money can be funneled your way through various sources. But for right now, that same night, you guys are going to retire to the station, which is a 5-star little establishment here that's got fine rooms, fine dining, and a little bit of gambling. A little bit of gambling. It's fairly late at night by the time you guys say your goodbyes to Judge Hershey, who's not waiting for a stagecoach, and he's just going to ride out on the trail tonight, get a head start on things. It's not just him. He's got a contingent of folks with him as well. But he bids you guys a good night. Again, he said he let you know that there are some of the older folks in the area, some of the older families are very much aware of the creatures in the area, the tales, that they might be worth talking to if you have any problems. And again, he'll funnel assets to you as he is able, but he has to take off. So you guys are left to your own devices as the hideous creature burns in the background, smelling like the best barbecue you've ever had for
Smells
some
very
reason.
nice.
It's all that cow mixed with just enough cowpoke flesh to give it a little seasoning to that smell.
Best.
Unfortunately, Jebediah's fireball was a little too efficient, and there's really nothing left but char. So you're not going to be eating any of that.
I wouldn't have felt safe eating it.
Yeah, that's a little stench.
True.
Is anybody else hungry now?
Always.
Oh, man.
A little bit.
Yeah. Hey, just maybe.
Yeah.
So again, fairly late at night, but the station, place that you are holding up for the time that you're going to be here in Richmond anyway, still hopping. Bars still flowing. Folks are still gambling. I assume that you're heading back to town. You actually hear a band playing, and through the windows, you can see that on the stage, they have a fairly large stage. They put on performances here as well. There's some dancing girls putting on almost like a burlesque show of sorts. Dressed mighty fancy with large hoop, what would you call them? Hoop skirts?
Yeah.
But wearing not so much elsewhere, enough to be tasteful as there are children in the audience. But they seem to be putting on some kind of play where there's a little bit of dancing, a little bit of singing, a little bit of coquetry as they make
PG-13.
wooing motions at people in the audience who come up to play a quick part and then are pushed back into the crowd to either boos or cheers, depending on their performance. So
Scab,
it is
quick!
hopping.
We have to cover our eyes. You're a child and I'm married.
Right.
Your
I'll
wife
help
would
you.
shoot you both.
Don't worry, I'm French.
I
I will
got my
handle it.
eyes closed real tight. I promise.
Oh yeah, Killian, you don't get it. You
Good
don't get
boy.
it.
You
I
are
mean,
such a good boy.
they've got gloves on. They've got hoop skirts on. I mean, you can see a little bit of neck. That's provocative here, apparently. You dirty Frenchman, you.
How dare you?
Apparently they like ankles here. Huh.
No, not even showing ankles. The hoop skirts go all the way down. You can occasionally
Yeah.
see a flash of a patent leather shoe. That's about
You had
it.
to go to Skankles for that.
That's
Ah,
right.
you do,
And there
you
ain't
do.
any of them nearby.
No.
There's a band, a live band playing some of the new tunes as well.
You
I
got
think
a piano
Skankles
man.
is probably the last place we need to go to in the near.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
Lord, that would be terrifying.
No, Skankles is in the far. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Probably would be.
that's not
Mother
right.
Ma is like the madame of Skinkles.
Mhm.
Oh no.
The ghosts of all the
Oh.
hot dogs past.
Oh no.
In joke for those watching, Skinkles is an adult club that shows up in a lot of Chuck's games.
It does.
It just does.
And they serve room
Because why
temperature
not?
hot dogs.
They do. Free
Yeah.
hot dogs.
Yeah, free hot dogs.
Questionably
Marketing.
free hot
All right.
dogs.
So a lot of you guys have been traveling. Oh, and actually, no, you haven't been traveling a lot. I forgot. Pierce used his magical teleporting bed like some kind of Mary Poppins to
I did.
get you all
I
here.
did.
Yeah. It was nice.
So, Chance, is this like a bachelor's party? I've never been to one, but I don't know what is the rules. What am I supposed to do?
Ivan somehow missed out on this while he took his tour of France. Somehow.
He was busy
I
wrestling.
don't know. My bachelor
I was busy
party
wrestling
different
everyone,
than this.
both in and out of the ring.
You know, I don't know. My bachelor's party was a little fancier than this, so I don't know.
Yeah.
You had very
Oh.
significant financial backing for your party.
Yeah, so like I don't know.
You were the life of the party, though.
Probably. I
Literally.
don't actually remember. Was I? Yeah.
They were
Because
dead.
your wife was a horrible vampire. You idiot.
You take that back.
She was not horrible.
She gave
Oh.
good presents, but I'm glad she's dead.
So
Anyway, the
insensitive.
place that you guys are going to be holding up in is quite active. It's probably a bit past midnight at this point.
Do we have any leads on where our pages may have disappeared to?
No.
All right, so let's recap. Chance, I'm going to just keep calling you Chance until you tell me what your new name is.
That's fine. It'd probably be easier if we just mostly call me that, but
Last thing he remembered is he put them in the real safe, which was in his bathroom, not the very obvious safe that was in the study. He never got to check back at home. You guys found the false safe, and there were no pages in it. So that is all that is known.
And then the guy that we talked to that had also found that, they didn't see the pages either, right?
He didn't find the safe.
Oh,
He
okay.
found the obvious safe, but he didn't find the special safe.
yes, the cleverly hidden in plain sight safe, where the safe things were
In the
Did
bathroom.
you,
in the bathroom.
I feel like
No one
I
expects.
remember something about like, was he able to like detect the presence of the pages kind of in the same way that we are? So like he would have noticed had they been
He
there.
would.
And-
You figure in talking to him, he would have felt the presence of that much power, that much evil in one place, but didn't find them. So maybe that means they were gone before.
Hmm. Okay. Well, I would like to find those again.
Yeah.
Feel mildly responsible for them as we've collected them.
I'd take a gamble that it probably takes a lot of power to create that big old flesh monster.
That's a terrifying and probably accurate assessment.
Maybe it took him. I don't reckon you do something that big without like a little time put into it. Maybe when there's
Yeah.
daylight, we can search out near there and find signs of something or other.
Yeah, if they have monsters coming in this direction regularly, I have a feeling that if we try and track down the source, that'll be a good step in the right direction.
Yeah. Like we could ask people about where they've showed up and
Yes.
plot out a map on the city. And if you get a regular direction they're coming from, you go backwards from that way. I'm not good with the words, but you know what I'm saying,
I
right?
get exactly what you're saying, Scab. That is a perfect idea.
George, the bartender,
like
who you've already been introduced in when some of you checked in to your rooms, comes out and says, "Oh, hey, folks, you're just in time for the show. You want a table near the stage? Or you want to hang back here?" He starts drawing beers for everybody.
Does your
I've been
piano man-
instructed that it's on the house, so here you go.
I'll pass on the beer. Just stay at the back.
Does your piano man
Oh,
ever
well,
take breaks?
Mr. Ivan here has already asked for milk, so we got some ice cold milk in the ice box. If you'd care for that, Mister, I didn't catch your name.
Well,
I kind of like Marlin. Let's do Marlin.
Marlin.
Marlin Rando.
Marlin. Sounds like a fat man's name, but that's all right. Here you go.
Don't
Depending on when
worry,
you
he's
meet
working
him.
on it with the way he drinks.
I would have been like dagger-eyed at him as he's saying his name.
He's like mouthing the name to you. Yeah, he puts
Get him
down
right.
like an
As
ice
you, like,
cold
get ready to
carafe of
throw money.
fresh milk on the table, puts down a glass for you and Ivan, gets around a beer for everyone else.
Well,
Cheers.
Yeah, he serves you at the bar, but he's offered. They kept a table open near the festivities, or you could hang back if you'd like. He said, "Well, the kitchen's already closed down, but if you guys would like something, I'm sure I can heat up some soup or make you a sandwich."
I'm okay at the moment, but I appreciate it. What time will you be serving breakfast in the morning?
Well, 6 a.m. Anytime after that, you just let us know and we'll get you some breakfast if you guys are late risers.
You would like breakfast?
If you want, we can bring it to your rooms, or you can just come on down and eat in the mess here. Somebody starts yelling out to him. He's like, I'll be right there. Well, if you folks need anything else, he goes and starts tending to some of the other customers.
As he's walking by, Ivan will kind of catch him by the arm for just a second and lean in. How big a sandwich?
Well, we got some fresh boar meat back there. Just got brought in the other day. I can make you a big sandwich. We got some, I think they call them French loaves. We got this new cook back here. He seems like a foreigner. I don't understand half the words he's saying. There's a big old slice of bread. I can throw some meat in there and yeah.
Ivan's just salivating.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
He pats you on the back. So I'll get to it as soon as I can.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Okay. What do you
Okay.
guys want to do?
I'll play piano.
All right. Well, you walk over to the piano. Now there's a live band playing. So if you want to try and just insert yourself into what they're playing, you probably don't know the music since it's but you can understand
I'll
what the
sit
chord
and
structure
listen.
is. You were taught a little bit.
And
Why don't you make me a roll to see how well you
And
do?
there was that real fancy foreign guy who helped me out for a bit. Of course, now my sheet's being just a little slow. I'm sorry. Is that a dex roll or more?
So
we'll just do a
probably
D20.
add just a D20, just
Okay,
a D20. In this case, intelligence actually, if you've got a bonus because you're trying to figure out the melody or figure out the chords.
Fair enough. Intelligence it'll be, which is
But at least you get a D20
yes.
instead of that untrained. Whoo, it's dissonant. It's not good. But you look
Scab's
like
still
a
a little
kid.
rattled by those necks he saw.
Yeah,
so
I'm having a hard time focusing.
So some of the band members kind of look over to you and you can see it grating on them a little bit, but then they see that it's a kid and they're just like, all right, he's trying. And it's not like you're really overpowering the rest of the band. So they don't say anything. After a few bars, you catch on well enough just to play the bass clef. You're just hammering around a note or two here to go with it after a bit. Melody is just a little bit beyond you. But there we go. So you're pretty close to the stage, and so part of the act.
Important thing.
Yeah. So part of the act is it's some kind of new play that they're doing. It's kind of like a comedy, and they'll have somebody come up, and it's like you guys have ever seen the show Whose Line Is It? Like they give out a line, and then the person coming up on the stage has to do something, and they play off it until the person either gets booed off the stage or they get applauded and a new person's brought up. So they're doing this, and it's intermittently broken up by a dance routine and some singing. It seems to be very popular. They're doing quite well. They've got like a big brass bowl on the stage that people are just throwing, like dollar coins or loose change into. They're doing quite well, and they are very professional seeming. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm gonna roll a D20 for how much money I toss in there.
There you go.
I toss in a $10 bill.
It's probably $10 coin, gold coin.
Yeah, he doesn't know. Scab just literally reaches into his pocket and grabs something.
I've got some things to get off my mind, so I'm definitely looking for people to play cards with. And
there is an official like a game room that's kind of off to the side, but still in full view of the stage. You see there are some heavy duty gambling going on there. Everything from a little bit of let's see what's going on at this time. Some whist, some faro. Poker has just become popular. Some poker's being played.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely interject myself over there and slide in.
Sure.
Maybe not try and I'm more going for mindless play rather than trying to cheat or anything.
Yeah. So you just kind of go in and kind of lose yourself in it. I can kind of see Jebediah is seeing the math as he's watching the cards. Slides himself in when the odds are good.
Yeah, a little bit of that.
Let me just hop into this game. I haven't been counting cards. No, sir.
Where's Pierce?
I am, if Scab's paying attention to the musicians, I'll probably be in that journal area, maybe I don't know. I'm still slightly worried that things are going to happen. So I'll be kind of watching everyone, kind of sticking close to Scab, listening to the music.
Sure.
After
So
I
there's like
toss
a
in
little-
the tenor, I ask him to call up my dad.
there's a little like orchestral pit.
Yeah.
And so it's just a little bit inset into the ground, just a little bit, so that the acoustics work a little bit better. But there's some tables in there as well. So you just kind of sit down at one of the tables nearest the piano. You'd slip $10 into and kind of whisper to the girl to call your dad on stage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. Who do I? Eddie's drinking milk at the bar.
I probably actually in
with
this case,
Chance.
yeah, drinking milk with Eddie. So
Okay. So all I need to know is where Killian is right now.
I suppose I could. Well, ever since hearing that there is a strange foreigner with strange fancy bread, I've been sitting by Ivan to get a look at this mythical sandwich that's going to be brought his way.
Yes. This little short cook that's like 5'0" comes out. He's got a oiled mustache. It's almost as big as he is. I mean, it droops incredibly so. He's got like a professional hat on, but it's like burned in some areas, and it's like he's tried to starch it and make it as good as possible, but it's obvious it's been around a while and he's not been able to replace it. He's got on this impeccable like French chef's suit of the time. Little guy, he's got brightly polished black shoes. He comes out, drops this enormous sandwich in front of Eddie and Chance. And he's like, he says in French, so actually Eddie spent some time in French, so maybe Eddie picks up on a little bit. He says, "Enjoy it, you fat fool!" Spits on the ground, and as he turns, so Killian, you hear
Thank
you hear the
you!
exchange of French.
I'll lean into Chancellor because she's like, that's the way they are in France. They do that all the time. I don't know why,
True.
but I
That-
think it's a
that's-
sign of respect.
the spitting.
Yes,
They do that
at least
in
everywhere I went.
I mean,
I'll try to remember that. So next time I see one of them, be like, "Have a nice day."
and he pulls out a slender cigarette and just kind of leans on the edge of the door that goes to the kitchen and just kind of scowls at the crowd as he's smoking the cigarette. And there's just a stream of French Killian. You can hear him. He's like, "This untrained palated fools wouldn't know a good food if they've had this. Why am I here? Why do I waste my time with these? They ask for ketchup on everything.
Oh man, I'll eventually kind of scooch over towards him and I'll lean in and I'll say in French, "If you have anything good, especially wine, I'll take it."
He looks over, scowls at first, nods. He pulls out this pack of French cigarettes, which you haven't had in a long time. Pulls one out, hands it to you. He says, "My friend, I've got some day-old bread. I've got some cheese and wine."
Let's make it a party.
Yeah. He goes into the kitchen and brings out basically a pot of fondue and and some crusty loaves. And you guys just sit in the corner. Brings out a bottle of red wine. It's like, this is back from home. My last bottle. I've been waiting for a countryman to come by and share it with me. Why are you here?
Oh, I'm with Mr. Boorman here. He's a famous wrestler, and he makes a lot of money, and I make a little on the side by taking pictures of him.
Eddie, roll your chance for someone to know you.
Yes. Let's see. My fame's at 65%. Let's roll a D100. 18. I'm way under.
It's like he looks over. It's like, oh yes, the one they call the bear. I hear he fakes most of his moves. He's on the take.
Only I could understand him to be outraged.
Only when he's actually friends with the other fellow. It happens quite often. And not every fight can be real, or he would be dead by the morning.
Okay. So meanwhile, on the stage, they've just sent someone back into the crowd from Chiro Booze, who just wasn't able to come up with a witty rejoinder to the line that was given to him. One more person, Pierce, one of the girls, removes her long, silky black glove, kind of throws it out like it's a line, like she's fishing for you. She throws it out to you for you to grab the glove.
Oh, I will
Scab's
grab.
gonna get a new mom.
I will grab.
I'm fishing in my own way.
Yeah.
All
Grab
right.
and I go along.
She
That's-
pretends to hoist you onto the stage, and she calls out to the rest of them, "It's the biggest catch I have of the day." One of the other girls calls out, "Well, how big is it?" And she pulls out a measuring tape. Says, "I don't know." And they all wait for you to have a line.
I'm just gonna take my hands out and like slowly close the measuring tape. Like that's about right.
There's some applause in the crowd, and one of their girls says,
Slightly bigger when I turn
"Throw him
green.
back." As this is happening, though, Pierce, your little spidey senses go off, as your senses that tune you into things that are not quite right. Make me a luck check.
Absolutely. All right. Look. Nope.
Okay. Yeah, you're released to the chair, back to the, some applause. They let you go just after your line.
Yeah.
And it continues on. You do still like something odd. Just, you get that feeling of something odd scratching at the back of your brain, can't quite place it. You sit back down, as people giving you a round of applause.
Yeah. When I get a chance, I will slip off and go up to Killian.
Okay, yeah.
Let him know my.
Killian is having bread dunked in some strange concoction that still smells strongly of cheese and wine. And there's another scowling Frenchman that looks at you as you come closer.
A wave of tobacco smoke everywhere.
Dear God, they're replicating.
So this is where Frenchmen come from.
Bread and cheese.
From the
sounds right.
fondue.
Killian, yeah, I'm sensing a little something. What about you?
I'll take a look around and I'll try to see if anybody in the crowd might be not actually here.
Oh, nice. On the stage, there are the ghosts of two men that are looking kind of shocked and stunned. They're just kind of looking around like they don't know what's going on.
Yeah, there is something about the stage that's attracting something.
I did feel it while I was up there. Well, if it's something on the stage, maybe it's something under the stage. Do we see like anything on the stage, or is it just pretty empty? Or
It's the 6 dancing girls now just doing their performance. Just right below the stage is the orchestral pit where your son continues to badly play the piano along with the other members of the orchestra. That's all you see. But if anyone's turning their eyes now that has this information towards the stage, you can make me a luck check. Not you, Pierce. You've already had your chance.
yeah,
None for you.
none for me.
So yeah, that'd be Killian and Eddie. You're probably nearby to hear this as well.
That'd be
Chance, you as well.
1928.
Chance.
Open up correctly sheets, please. Oh, that's good.
All right, Marlon.
I clicked the wrong button, but it would have been fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, Marlon and Ivan and even Killian, you hit it right on. You don't see anything odd other than when they go into their dancing routines. You guys have been in dance halls before. I mean, usually they do the can thing where they show off the legs and the fishnet stockings and all that stuff. You find it a little odd that there's no lower body motion other than just moving around the stage. Like their skirts like just completely cover everything to the ground. It's a little odd, but that's the only thing that you see. It just could be that maybe they're particularly religious women, don't like to show off a lot.
Ivan's way too busy chowing down on this sandwich.
Oh, it is amazing.
I've got
spicy
the whole thing
mustard.
just in both hands, just double fisting this thing.
I'll look to the chef and I'll ask if any of the dancers are fond of any particularly strange foods.
He shrugs. He says, they just came in on a carriage today. First time they performed. They're quite good.
Ah,
I mean, if you like the tall, blonde, leggy ones.
But
well,
do they have legs? Have you seen their legs?
They're tall. Well, you ask that? He's like, oh, come to think of it. No, I haven't.
Or someone had like a ability to create some wind.
I might, but it's gonna be pretty extreme.
Maybe not
So-
that then.
I have a chance.
It's getting near
of it.
2 in the morning, and the girls announced that this will be the final number for the night, and they invite 6 men on stage to do the final number, and they just kind of pick from the crowd. Folks come up. Most of the guys are very inebriated at this point. They pick only men, and they're all eagerly coming to the stage while the orchestra is now doing kind of a building up of tension, kind of dissonant notes, just to build up the excitement of the final.
See, I feel like something suspicious is gonna happen here.
Mm-hmm.
And they have the men all line up in front, and they bring stools out for them to sit on, and then they start this ending routine where one of them kind of comes onto the stage with kind of like a silver platter, covered dish, and they sit it on, another a little bar stool in front of the men. Now, you guys are just seeing the backs of the men. They're all facing the women. The women are facing the crowd as they all kind of give winks as they are kind of moving around. They do this little dance number around each of the guys, and finally, one of them comes over to the dish. And they take the top off. And you see that there's all kinds of garnishings like carrots and various greens, and they go around. One of them shoves an apple into one of their mouths. One of them takes a carrot and kind of caresses him with it and sticks the carrot into the back of his ears, puts an onion in his mouth, and this goes on. And they all stand, and then there's a drum going, giving a little drum roll as they kind of go and they kiss each of the men on the cheek, and then all of them, to your astonishment, their mouths open up almost twice as large, as they should be able to, and they all just bite the throats out of these guys on the stage. Just blood goes everywhere. The crowd is completely stunned, not knowing if this is part of the entertainment or not.
Dang it.
Everyone's kind of like, huh? Not sure if they're supposed to be clapping or screaming at all. The orchestra people, though, have no bones about it. As the blood just pours over all of them, they drop their instruments and they start running out of the little orchestral pit. And as this is going on, the kind of bell hoop, keep forgetting what it's called, the lower part of the dress, they just kind of they all release, and you see these kind of recurved bird-like legs, and then wings kind of come out of the back of their dresses, and that the beautiful facial features, the lustrous hair, all just kind of melt away into these hag-like forms, as you are now got these 6 harpies that are on stage feasting on these men. Still half the people in the bar are like,
I'm gonna go ahead and drink my milk up.
Yeah, I start trying to finish my sandwich really quick.
And then
Ivan spinning clothesline, all of them.
Hey, Marlon, this is bad. Don't hit on them.
It's a good morning.
I've got 2 canes in my hand. It's going pretty well.
Scab. I'm just
like what I need to do. I need milk first.
I'm gonna have a glass of milk in one hand and pistol in the other.
Ivan turns to the screen and gives a plug for milk. But I'm hunting monsters.
And in classic show,
When I'm hunting monsters, I need to think about bone health. Drink your milk. It'll make you big and strong. take many good hits and men to take you down.
So
Is there
half
any
the crowd
like
is
screaming
running
or
in
anything
panic.
that's happening?
Half the crowd is running panic. The other half the crowd are like, "Oh, it's just part of the show. Those are plants. That's fake blood."
Oh.
Yeah.
No, this is like a yell at the crowd, everybody out.
I mean, you do that, but there's so much noise. No, I tell you what, make a personality check.
Actually, like my trait that I supposedly do good at. But not this time.
No, you are drowned out
Wow.
by just everyone that is running and screaming, and no one's paying attention to you. You're probably knocked aside as the ones that are running away.
Yeah.
And as that's happening, though, there's the doors. These are not like just saloon swinging doors. These were heavy oak doors. You hear them slam shut. And people hit the doors, they start beating on it, they can't seem to be able to open it. And then a darkness kind of there's street lights outside, some gas lighting. The windows just kind of tent over as if all those gas lights have gone out and the windows are all blackened. So the only light that you're getting now is from, the table candle lights here and there. And of course, the stage is lit up brilliantly by these gas lights, and they've finished ripping the throats out of these men. They're covered in entrails and blood. And then they take flight into the crowd.
I mean, I was ready to shoot whenever you let me.
I look at the
I'm
windows.
giving you a free action because you're
Yeah.
part of the crowd and not part of the melee. So I'm just going to go just down the row here. Pierce, what do you want to do? Or if you want to wait for someone else to have an action, that's fine.
No, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cast and fire up my branding iron.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and roll the spell.
Yeah. Let me make sure. Oh yeah, the branding iron also lets me spit globes of darkness. $25.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Your branding iron heats up. Yeah, do you want to do anything with your globes?
I don't. I have the ability to, but I'm not going to right now. Just
All right.
my action is just getting my branding iron ready.
Ivan, you wolfing down the rest of your sandwich, almost choking on it, so you finish off your milk.
Grab the drink, go, slam that down, clean my face off, and immediately cast. I'll cast Battle Cry. I'll do Battle Cry.
Yeah, so that's not an action. Activating a mass power is free, so you still have an action.
Yep. So I'll activate Battle Cry. That'll get. Let's see. Give me all of you guys. Let's see. Gain a +1 to attack rolls and will saves, and all enemies will get a -1 to attacks and will saves. Let me roll real quick to see how long rounds it'll last.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay, so 7 rounds. Okay, good deal.
I will gladly take the
all
+1.
right.
Down die. All right, 7 rounds, and this round starts it. So what else do you want to do?
So we said the crowd is still there, right? It's not
Half the crowd is still there.
half the crowd is still there.
Well, actually, no, all the crowd is there because as the half that did break to run, the ones with probably more common sense, the door is shut on them.
Like the back doors kind of out of the place.
Front doors, yeah, they were all heading
front
towards the
doors
large
out of
front
the place,
doors.
yeah. I will immediately run for those front doors and see if I can just double heel kick those open.
Okay. Tell you what, just roll me some damage as if you made an attack. So if you need to roll the attack roll just to get the damage on it, go ahead and just do that.
Yeah, I'll do that because that'll give me my Lucha die and everything as well. It's a 5 on that, so it'll be 11 plus the 5, I believe.
Okay.
16.
You hit the door. There's the cracking of wood, but it almost feels like someone has dropped like a steel wall right behind the door. So you smash and break some of the wood of the door, but it doesn't give even an inch. Although you've broken the wood of the door, it's still standing there as if something very strong is right behind it.
All right, I'm now laying on the floor after double heel kicking, and from the floor before even giving up. Guys, I think the door is extra strong.
Chance, the gunslinger, formerly known as Chance.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, since I'm good at making good decisions, we're gonna shoot a whole bunch.
Okay, so right on the stage now, there really aren't any innocent bystanders because you're pretty sure they're all dead. Yeah, so there's the 6 girls on stage, or the 6 harpies. It looks like now.
This is the prime time to take the shots while it's sort of safe. So I got a jack, a 9, and a 4.
All right, all safe draws.
Nothing.
And remember,
nothing
you got a
dangerous
+1
yet.
to all attack rolls.
Yes, indeed. That's going to be nice because I get a +4 on my first attack. Ooh, and my Deadeye die goes off. It's a crit.
Okay. How much damage do you do?
Holy cow!
It's going to be 19 damage right out of the gate. And then I can roll the crit die was a 10.
All right, don't worry about it. You basically just blow the head off one of the dancing girls with that first shot.
Good start.
Do it again.
Marlon has the skills to pay
strong
the
open.
bills.
All right, so we'll move on to the next one.
We should have changed your name earlier.
Yeah.
Right? That'll be a 27, 28 to hit.
Yeah, it hits. How much damage?
And 13 damage.
Okay, that one's still alive.
All right. Well, it's gonna get shot again.
Sam 1? Okay.
Yep. And that's a 19 to hit.
Hits. Okay. How much damage?
And it's 11 damage.
All right, still alive. So it's like bullet after so she rocks back and then she kind of snarls at you, rocked back again as another shot hits her.
All right. Well, since this is good for no one, I have 2 d20 action dies. So I'm gonna shoot 3 more times.
Okay, what is the maximum rate of fire of your gun though? Because you can't shoot more than its rate of fire.
Okay.
You've only got one gun, right?
Yes, it's 3 rate of fire. So I wasn't sure if I could spread that over 2 actions or not.
No, but, well, actually, if you spin the personality to instantly reload, yeah.
I have 9 rounds.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you can do it. It's 2 separate actions, sure.
Yeah. Okay, that's where I wasn't sure. I've never done it, so.
Mm-hmm.
King of Diamonds, 5. Queen of Hearts.
Okay.
I'm nervous because my deck is getting thin since I haven't had an opportunity to shuffle it yet. All right, so that's +5, +6 on the first shot. The Deadeye die goes off, but it doesn't really matter that much, I don't think. It's 26 to hit and 7 damage.
Same one?
Yep. We're going to shoot until it's dead.
Still alive. As you're shooting it, there's this black ichor just going all over the place, and they're very solid. For what they are, they seem to be bone thin, but very solid. Taking your shots, you're definitely doing damage, though.
This is frustrating. That one's a 14 to hit. I'm not doing a lot of damage right now either, and it's only 7 damage,
and that's enough.
All right.
So you've killed 2 of the 4, or 2 of the 6, so there are 4 left. And I think you're out of shots at this point.
I still have 1 more.
Oh, you do? Okay,
the queen.
Okay.
So let's add that in there. Oh, another crit. This is concerning. It would be 12 damage.
Okay, still alive, but do
the
crit roll.
It's a 16.
16?
Fortunately, it's rolling it automatically, so.
Yeah, that's fine. So a 16 on the firearm critical. Boom. You basically, the bullet hits her in the head, ricocheting off of their skull. It's an extra 2d12 damage. Go ahead and roll that. Oof. The blood's just pouring off of her skull, and that's more than enough to kill.
Nice rolls.
Oops.
All
Sorry
right.
about that.
So before they can even react to you guys, 3 of them are dead.
That's awesome.
Okay. Jebediah, gunplay is happening. You kind of saw what was going on the stage. The people in here are completely, these are professional gamblers. Some of them kind of look up at the stage and kind of look back down. It's like, you going to Annie or what?
I'm just like,
I'll
I feel like
act
just what
around,
happened.
and then
So you're going to finish your
play-
hand?
I'll with one of my action die, I'll finish my hand.
You'll finish your hand. All right.
And then I'll use my. Is there like a balcony or anything?
No balcony. Yeah.
Okay.
All the floors above are apartments, so no balcony.
Okay. If there's no,
The stage is raised a little bit though above the rest of the bar.
Okay. I don't think there's anywhere to get enough distance that I'll feel okay about trying cards. So I'll just switch.
There are a lot of people in here still.
Yeah.
But do you
It's
really
not
care?
that desperate yet either.
Do you really care?
So yeah, I'll move out then, and I'll just start taking shots with my lever action rifle, and I'll do 2 shots.
Okay.
Okay. We'll draw those. 9 of clubs and a 3 of clubs.
All good. Go ahead and make your rolls.
All right. First shot. Looks like that's a 14 to hit.
That hits. Yep. How much damage?
Okay. 6.
Okay, still up. You're going to shoot at the second shot at the same one or a different one?
Yeah, same one.
Same one. Okay. That hits.
All right, and then a 21 to hit for 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay, you take one down. There's just 2 of them left. As we roll over to our Frenchman.
I'm going to spend 2 points of personality to cast Bone Dance.
Okay.
And hopefully conjure forth at least 8 of the nearby souls from the near. Hopefully those who have just been killed. That would be a nice poetic touch.
Mm-hmm.
And I want them to take the bodies of any of them that are still, able to be piloted, and maybe the harpies too.
Okay. The 6 men that had their throats ripped out on stage kind of jerk up, almost like on marionette strings, and then smashing through, like the stage usually has like an empty area underneath it, and there's like a little elevator unit to bring things up, right? But smashing through it are hands that kind of pull up, and actually what you see is those two departed spirits that were just kind of hanging around the stage get sucked back into their own corpses as they rise out of the stage, pulling themselves out. So that accounts for your 8.
And they'll be hanging around for 8 rounds.
Okay. Scab, you're right there in the orchestra pit near the piano.
Mm-hmm. It's a real mean thing for you ladies to try and dine and dash. I'm sure you could have handled the bill. But seeing as you're so low class, let me just share my own joke with you. Why did the bird watcher say to the bird keeper? He said, "Show me your boobies." And the flesh will be back from his face, and a flaming skull will appear.
Yeah. Now keep in mind there are other bystanders around you. It's not that are seeing this as well.
That's true.
Yeah,
maybe that's for the best.
Grit checks.
You will get them. You will get them clear from the stage.
It's true. So I could affect 8 people. I'm only going to choose to affect them. They've got to make a TID 17 willpower test with a -1.
That's true. They have a -1.
I know. That's what I did. I was like, oh, you set them up with a minus to the willpower check.
So each of these
That's
D20s still have a +2 even with the -1. Okay.
Cool.
So here you go. So 11, 12, and 9.
Okay.
Is what they rolled.
Okay, so they all fail. Then we'll see what their random stuff is.
Actually, I should have only rolled 2 of those. Joe dropped one. So yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so the first one falls into a fetal position, clawing at their head, trying to get the laughter out, and they'll be helpless for the duration of this, which will be a D3 +7.
And the
So-
undead crawl over and start
Yeah.
just ripping gouts.
I just
of
set
flesh
them
off
up
of-
so that they can go and eat that one alive.
Yeah.
I'm
And
a
the other
good-
one?
I'm a good person. The other one, the target momentarily sees their only means of escape is to become an ally of me and to follow my commands to the best of their ability, aside from self-harm. So I'm not going to tell them to harm themselves. I'm going to say, lay down right next to your friend.
Okay. She's like, that was really funny, kid. Yeah, we're friends, right? Yeah, I'm laying down now. Laying down.
You're so funny. Just cover your eyes. Just
All right, you know what?
Real close.
Before we even enter initiative, then I'm going to say that the undead on the stage basically just tear them apart. And there's still screams in the crowd, especially, Scab, you did the directional thing with that, so it didn't affect the crowd, right? But
Exactly.
just from the horror of watching undead now chewing apart, now they don't look like their beautiful selves anymore, but still, this undead on the stage tearing apart these harpies. And so people are screaming, banging the doors. You see one person take a table, kind of a big man. He takes a table, one of his friends helps, and he hurls it through one of the glass on the lower, on the ground floor here. The glass shatters, and one of them starts to crawl through, and he kind of pushes himself through, and then his back half just falls into, as if he were just cut in half. His back half falls back into the bar, just blood and viscera going everywhere. And his friend that was holding the other end of it, who's about to dive through, kind of forces himself to trip, and he stops just enough that his fingers go through the edge of the window, and you hear him scream as he brings his hands back, and all of his fingers are missing on both hands. The blood is gouging all over the place.
Don't jump through the window. The glass is very sharp.
Is that what you got out of that? All right. Okay, so everyone's panicked, and they're causing enough issues that people are getting trampled by the panic. Anybody want to try and do something about this? The bartender, he's got a shotgun out, and he's just kind of in the defensive behind the bar, kind of hunkered down. He's going to be of no help at all.
He could refill my milk.
The Frenchman has somehow gotten a high potency bottle of liqueur, and he's jammed like a wick into it, and he's holding his cigarette near it, getting ready to throw it somewhere.
No, it's a waste. It's a waste. Don't do it.
I mean, if one of you have a way to calm all these people down, that would be preferable, because I can do it, but they will not be calm.
Something for this.
Yeah.
Oh, I could have done that too. That's also a good idea. I was just going to summon a huge mass of tentacles to hold them onto the ground.
Oh,
Jeez.
Everyone likes hugs.
What do you guys want to do? I mean, somebody can just try a personality check if you want to jump up onto a table and just try and command everyone. You can try that, but other ways are humorous too. So,
Yeah, I'll jump up on a table and immediately try and address the crowd. Everybody, please stop.
Right.
Calm down. We will protect you. Everybody group up, stay on this side of the room, and try not to touch any sharp windows.
I tell you what, Eddie, since I already made you roll to see if people recognized you, I'm going to say that was a good roll. So I'm going to say they do recognize you. So I'm going to give you a bonus to your personality check. Okay. So make me a personality check. Do it at a +2.
So 17.
15 is what I wanted. Yeah. So people are like, that's Ivan the Bear. He'll save us. Hey, do what he says. So it starts calming people down. Some people are still screaming their heads out. And just, a certain percentage are going to fail the grit check enough to just go mad. So there are some people like just tearing skin off their face and just laughing, almost very much like Scab was earlier. And have just lost it completely. But you, Eddie, Ivan has calmed the majority down enough that people aren't getting trampled anymore. And so you take stock. Some people are very injured on the floor from the trampling. Of course, the man that tried to dive through the window, dead. One guy is his fingers spurting blood. He's trying desperately to staunch it, and he's kind of fading away fast from blood loss. And everything's quiet now. Well, no, I tell you what, Scab never said he stopped playing. So Scab is tink, 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 tink.
I've got that joy down in my heart.
The undead on the stage are continuing to tear apart the harpies. They have no real need to consume flesh, but they're just ripping them apart because Killian hasn't given them any other orders. So
I figure they're having fun down there.
Was one of them still alive?
No.
Briefly.
No.
Okay, that's fine. As a former doctor, now priest, I will go.
Well, the man who's bleeding out because he lost all of his fingers is still alive.
Well, that's
barely.
what I was about to say. I'll go try and treat him. At least make him stop dying.
It just make me a roll. Use intelligence for your bonus D20 since you are a doctor now. You've picked up that skill.
17. I did good.
Okay, you won't need your other skill of a priest to give him last rites, as you see nothing for it but to douse alcohol on his stumps and cauterize the wound, which he passes out after the first finger, but you continue on to cauterize
Good
all the wounds.
thing I've already got my branding iron going. Makes it
Exactly,
nice
that's
and
what you
easy.
use it for.
Oh.
Yeah. He'll even get some bonuses from this
He will.
after he regains consciousness.
Speaking of that, I do need to poke all of you with this as well.
Yeah. My daddy's a good man. He burns you to make you stronger.
I do.
That's just what they meant when they said tough love.
Ivan is a little bit too vain. He doesn't want it anywhere where it can be seen. So you just see him pull down one side of the back of his pants a little bit.
And there's
Right on the
already a
cheek.
burn there from the last time.
Just
There's
right next
there's a
to it.
couple of burns there.
There's so
My
many.
whole back is a mess of burn marks.
Yeah. So
There's a
been
couple
monster
of
hunting
burns
for
there,
years.
and there's a couple of burns there, and guys, they're not all from Chuck.
oh no.
You've got a tattoo
Yeah,
back there
remember-
that says that he's the property of Shotgun.
Shotgun Sarah.
She's got her own brand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's like an
It's
S
just-
with the shotgun crisscross.
it just looks like a double S like ranch sort of brand.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Anyone who takes one of my brands, you take 1 point of damage and you get +2 to AC and saves for the next 7 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
I'll take that for sure.
Yeah.
It actually
That's
got me
such a
with that
powerful
already today.
Did I? Okay.
In the last session in the same game day. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good. I can't rebrand you then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can just for laughs.
Yeah,
Doesn't
we-
really do anything other than to brand him again.
Uh-huh.
All right, Ivan, you've gotten the crowd mostly under control, except for the ones who just snapped completely. But they are not a threat to anyone else other than themselves right now. The Frenchman, seeing that you have everything under control, he pulls the lick out of the bottle, takes a glug, and hands it to you. Killian,
I'll try to command the zombies to restrain the people hurting themselves.
oh wow, that's even worse. As these obviously
God.
dead men who've had their throats ripped out and their entrails are spilling out on the floor come over, and they do the there.
Mean you no harm. Please allow the zombies to do their job.
I'll help you.
Good human.
Everything is gonna be okay.
Do not worry, good folks. These are good zombies. Good zombies.
They're not buying that. So yeah, I mean it helps. You're good people. You're good people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So everything's quiet. Bartender gives up the shotgun and just starts pouring shots, taking a few himself. People come up to get a little bit of that medication.
I'll hold out my cup for some more milk.
So we
I'll have to
still
figure out how to do this to
I'll
the
look
windows
over
if
at
I
Chance.
ever-
He just takes
Get me a milk as well.
he just takes another pint out. he's got several in the icebox.
nice.
Maybe looking at the windows and say, like, I need to figure out how they did that if I ever open a casino or something.
We need
Yeah, so
to figure
it's
out
just
how to
completely
undo that.
black.
Maybe we'll take like a table leg and then, see if it just gets mulched down as I stick it through the
Well,
window.
if you do that, gunslinger, formerly known as Chance, you push it. It's almost like there's like a little bit of resistance, like you're pushing into a tar pit. And then when you bring it back, it's gone. Everything that you pushed into it is just gone.
Well, that's unusual.
Barkeep, I need to borrow your shotgun for a moment.
Oh, a lot of good it's going to do you. Hey, he looks over at Killian. Well, I guess they already paid a cover charge. No, don't worry about it. Here you go. He hands you the shotgun.
Well, I'll go grab that thing where they're collecting coins, and I'll just give it to the barkeep for your costs, sir.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
You might have to wipe some of
Appreciate
it
that.
off, but
Yeah. No, I'm just
I'll
gonna
grab-
go to the front door and like try and point blank a hole into like the middle
So-
of the door.
Pierce,
Some of the
one
doors
moment, Pierce,
already
one moment.
shattered from Ivan smashing into it. And so from the broken pieces, you can see that blackness is right
Okay.
behind the door
It's
as well.
For me. Okay, that's what I was trying
I'll
to
reach
test.
out.
Okay.
I'll reach out to touch Pierce's borrowed shotgun and charge it with some gloom while I'm at it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. Well, I mean, I was gonna shoot a hole in the door, but there's already a hole in the door. Let's try the back door.
Okay. The Frenchman says, yes, here. This is the only back door. Through the kitchen. We put all of our slops back there. Still better than the filth that you people eat normally.
And I'll nod at the Frenchman like, yeah, it is.
All right, he points at the door. He starts it's got a couple of bolts on it. He starts removing.
Does the door open?
Who's opening it?
Does it open? Do we pull the door towards
In.
us to open it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll grab the handle and pull it towards us to open it.
Okay. There's kind of like that blackness behind it, but it's shimmering a little bit. Make me a reflex save, Pierce.
Sure. 16. Okay. Not terrible.
Okay. Little pseudopods of blackness kind of shoot out of it and turning into like hardened spikes that tried to impale you, but you either got behind the door or got out of the way fast enough. And then it kind of goes back, kind of just sucks itself back in.
I don't like that. I close the door.
There's a knock from the other end of the door.
Hello?
No reply. There's a knock again.
Yeah. Screw that.
Ooh,
I want to knock back at the same pattern.
Okay. Make me a reflex save.
I speak door.
Dang it. 23.
No, you're fine. Right where you knocked, like right after that first knock, that pseudopod just lances through the door again, just missing you, and it pulls itself back through the door.
ooh,
Is it like a perfectly like cut hole
Circular.
where it makes
Yeah.
contact with? Okay.
Yep.
I've got an idea. I'm going
it
to get
knocks
a chair
again.
leg or something long, right?
Yeah.
Now, one of you stand far away from the door and you poke at it. I'm going to have my magic like cane here ready. I'm going to swing down and hit the pseudopod, which is going to come out aiming for where you poked at it. And I'm going to whop it when you do.
I'll get like a broom handle or something to tap
Yeah, you find the
Alright.
broom
spot
handle.
on the door.
Oh, yeah, it's a good plan. I tell you what, everyone engaged in this, just those engaged in this, give me reflex saves.
Okay.
Okay.
See if you're fast enough.
All right. Sorry.
14.
Don't
My
forget
laptop
you get
is being-
+2.
Yep,
From
I
me.
added that to mine.
Okay.
Sorry, it's being just
Yeah.
a little slow.
Jebediah, you're
I've-
fine. Oh,
Wow.
you're very fine,
Nice.
Scab.
I'm
So
ready
it kind
for
of
it.
works. You lure it in to create another pseudopod that comes in like a spike, and you go to bat it with this broom. Unfortunately, what happens is the broom is just severed.
Well,
Like you feel the contact for just a
Oh.
moment. It's like you're
So-
swinging it through
yeah,
almost
it's the
water.
shepherd's crook. It's magic. I don't know if that makes.
Oh, you
any
want to use the
difference.
shepherd's crook?
Yeah, because I know it's magic.
Oh, okay. Roll me a d20.
Oh.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
a
the-
straight
the-
D20.
The broom was just to keep the Jebediah safe.
Yeah, that was so he could
yeah,
tap it from
that
a
was
distance
just
and
so
be
I
less
wasn't
likely to get
hitting my
poked.
hand. Yeah.
I'm trying to simulate that Scab's been doing this for a while, so he's trying to be a little smarter.
Okay. Your staff is cut, but the top of it doesn't fall down. It just kind of falls into itself, and like you've lost about half an inch of length, but it's intact.
That's weird. Okay.
Oh,
Oh.
Hmm.
So it's stronger than the magic's That shepherd's crook.
Ooh,
A shepherd's
boy.
crook seems to be able to like repair itself too. I think I remember you breaking it
took a
on someone
while, though.
before, and it
It didn't. It was that
healed
was like
itself.
after a night, basically.
Hmm,
So, but that's a pretty bad sign, though. I gotta
it
say.
is.
Well,
We could
yeah,
try
magical
up.
darkness isn't my expertise. I could try and shoot it.
Well, and Killian did charge the shotgun.
At an off angle. Shoot it at an off
Yeah,
angle
yeah,
so it
yeah.
doesn't ricochet into
Yeah.
anything.
Maybe that's not a good idea.
Well, let's just shortcut it. If somebody wants to try that and maybe just shoot out like through one of the broken windows into it, you shoot it, the bullet goes through it. You have no idea what happens after the bullet goes through it, but
Okay.
Some random person
doesn't
in the
change
street
anything.
gets
Yeah, it doesn't- yeah.
Gets
Some
blown
kid
in
walking
half.
by is like,
that would be a thing I would do.
Yeah. Why don't we try up?
okay, well, the next floors up are basically all the apartments.
Okay. I'll go up. We'll find an apartment window and see if we see the blackness as well.
Wait,
Go ahead.
there were some band fellas with the ladies that seemed fine with everything that happened, right? Did we see where they went?
No, the people that were fine with everything was the gamblers. The band ran right away because they
Well,
got
that's-
doused in blood.
Oh, okay. Well, I was wondering maybe if somebody was with it because this seemed to happen right as they finished. Maybe somebody is in this building because they would need to know the timing of when they finish the act to cast it. So there's probably still somebody in here with us. What done it? So maybe we need to be looking inside, not out.
mystery.
Under the stage.
Or there was a lot of chaos, man. Somebody could have hid just about anywhere. But we need to do like one of them books where you put everybody in a room where they can't leave, sort of thing. Some
I
sort
get
of
that. Well,
I mean, we're kind of already there, I think.
if someone's
But-
got some magical capability, if I get close to them, I can at least sense, and then we can move them off for further questioning.
I have no magical senses, so
Very well.
Let's say that we're sorting people into jobs or something to try and figure out what to do. Don't
I'll
be
go with
blatant
Pierce.
about why you're sorting them.
Jebediah,
I'll go with
one
Pierce
of the
and
guys
kind
at
of
the. You go ahead.
I'm
Eddie.
sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say one of the guys at the table will kind of tap you on the side. Jebediah's like, "You going to Annie or what?"
Oh, right. 1 second, and I'll go back and rejoin the game.
we got a real simple fix for this. We're gonna have our doctor go through and check every person over real quick, make sure they're okay.
Yeah,
my
and I'll go
documents.
with
All
you,
right,
Pierce. I'll go with Pierce, and I'll just kind of
Okay.
be there as his accompaniment to try and keep people calm and such.
Forcefully.
Okay, that sounds good. Was anyone going upstairs to where all the rented rooms are?
Not yet.
Not at the moment, no.
Not yet.
I'd like to
Okay.
keep us all together, you know.
Okay,
sort
so
through this
yeah,
room
so
and then go on to the
people
next.
people are willing to follow you because you seem to know what you're doing. After people know that there are odd things going around, but not everyone has been face to face and confronted with horrors before. So everyone's a little shell shocked, but so they're willing to be led around. The gamblers are just ice cold though, man, because they've seen everything.
Mhm.
Yeah, when it all started popping off, they were like, I'm watching your hands.
Yeah.
Don't even try it.
Someone's tried to pull this one on me before.
The old harpies on the stage trick.
Not getting me twice.
So
Yeah.
you get people separated out, and so what is your test? What is it you want to test for?
I'm just hoping to get close enough to them that my sixth sense will.
Okay,
Tingle.
that's fair. That's fair. Everyone's pretty shocked, and you find that you have to get at least towards the center of the bar because too close to the windows just throws off your senses completely.
Okay.
But everyone down here, with the exception of the French cook, everyone is fine, doesn't set it off, and the French cook just mildly sets off your sense.
He is a Frenchman, so I'm not surprised.
Straight from the pits of hell.
Okay. Okay. I'll pick that up. I'll rehuddle the group and I'll let them know. Like, the cook lightly I don't imagine he would be the responsible party here. Maybe.
Did any of the gamblers go through this test, or they've all been sitting down?
If you want to go through the gambling parlor, is there, it's the back room doesn't have any windows, so you can go back there and you kind of move around. Yeah, there's at least 3 or 4 of them that kind of make you tingle, but not any differently than Jebediah does, honestly.
Yeah, they're fine.
You kind of
that's bad
know that
enough.
feeling.
Yeah.
I guess it's either upstairs or check under the stage then.
I'm good with either
there's
one.
gaping holes in the stage where the 2 bodies pulled themselves out through.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that might be concerning. Just go,
Take a quick peek in there. Yes.
Yeah.
Killian, so you, I'm going to say you're starting to lose control of the ones that you've controlled. So I'm going to give you a moment here before they finally just give up the bodies. So as your spell starts to wane, and they, unfortunately, the ones that are screaming are now just silently screaming as the zombies are like, it's okay, stroking their hair. What I'm getting at is you have the 2 bodies here of the ones that were underneath the stage. If you want to ask them any questions before they leave,
Yeah,
you have that ability since their spirits are in the bodies.
I would ask, who killed you and set you under the stage?
Yeah, one of them said, we were preparing the stage for the show tonight. The girls were doing a dress rehearsal, and we happened to look up through the trap door. And like when you notice that, like some of the floorboards have little gaps so that the people underneath that are running like special effects and whatever else can kind of look up to see the cues. It's like I saw they had bird legs, and I kind of made a sound. And then one of them things came down here and just killed us. Just chewed us up. And it was horrible.
Did you see anything down there while you were being reanimated?
No. We were just getting ready to set up for the night. There was supposed to be a stage magician tonight, but he canceled. Didn't come in on the train, and we were just unfortunate enough to be under here and see their legs. They hurt us. They hurt us when we cried out. What a way to go! Killed by bird women.
Not even for the full show. Terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for your assistance.
Well, one of them chuckles says, well, I suppose I did get my first kiss right before she ripped my throat out. That's something, right?
Yes.
Aw,
Small victories.
big goof.
Well, I'll let you get some rest. I wouldn't advise going into the blackness just yet. That could lead to problems later. But things will carry forth. Okay, so we're looking for a magician who was not with the ladies that he was supposed to be with. Shall we check the apartments?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's make sure we have all our bullets loaded. Yes.
We should definitely have something to lead the way for us.
I'll make sure he doesn't come downstairs to get away.
As you throw your cards on the table and get another hand dealt to you.
Yeah.
The Frenchman comes out with a couple of like clay jars, hands them to you, Killian. He says, if you need some extra firepower, just kind of throw these. Make sure the bottles smash in the ground. There'll be a big effect. Oh, don't worry. It won't burn everything down. It's fine. It's fine. You just do, you'll like them. Here.
Just from far away, I take it, yes. But thank you. Thank you.
Did you make some soup?
Oh, I've got some soup. Yeah, you're an ugly little man. But yes, I have soup.
I brand him.
Yes.
I
It's
might
not
be
even the
ugly,
first time today.
but I can wear a nice suit and you'll always be
I was gonna
fat.
say he's probably the only one who doesn't feel it at all.
Okay.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Mystery jar.
stairs we go.
Definitely whoever's leading the way, let's get that broom and maybe if there's like a arm or a leg lying around unattended, lash that to it and just lead the way.
All
Ivan
right.
is quick on his feet. I would volunteer him for the job.
Oh, thank you for the confidence, Killian. Yes, send me first. I will be the vanguard.
We're going to have our improvised 10-foot pole that's actually made out of 10 feet.
Oh,
That's a good one.
Looks like a kebab skewer.
Oh my.
so the stairs have a landing that go up, and then it kind of curves back on itself, so that it gives you some privacy for the people that are sleeping on the top floor. So if you look straight up the stairs, you don't see anything because of the curve. So you guys go up, and you notice that all the lights have been turned off up here. They do have, this is a rich enough town that they have some gas light. So all the lights have been turned off. And Eddie, you're in the lead, but it's dark.
Okay.
So you make that turn. There's just enough light to see. Then there's another set of stairs that go up, and then it's just completely dark.
Man, I guess we'll have to bring some light up here with us.
I'll look back at everybody. I'll go, it's very dark up here. Hold on, everyone. And I activate Eye of the Cat.
Yeah.
You see my eyes go punk, and
Nice.
turn on like headlights.
What did you say?
Yeah, he has his eyes have that like cat slits, and they kind of glow a little as he steps into the darkness.
Very cool.
Ivan, you look up at the stairs, and it's fine for the first like 5 steps, and then there's massive webbing just covering, almost like centuries old cobweb almost, except that the strands are thick and they just lace the stairway going up, and you see it kind of going into the distance into the opened up hallways. You've already been in this building once. You know that the all the rooms are just on this one floor above the establishment, and then there's another small set of stairs with like special rooms up there. You guys are up in that area. So like there are 3 bedrooms up there. So this floor has 6 bedrooms, 3 on each side. The last time you were in here earlier today, all 6 of them had been rented out. That's why they gave you the special rooms up on the 3rd floor. But Ivan, it's just covered in webs.
Buddy, calm down.
Somehow between
Bugs having
earlier
a fit.
today and now, it has become very dirty. Somebody should be cleaning. I look back
Dang
at everybody
spiders.
and say, there are cobwebs everywhere, very thick cobwebs. I feel like one of you should go first.
Okay.
I don't like spiders.
I know just the thing to do.
What do you got?
I'll go into mist form.
Mm.
That way I don't have to dangle off any of the things.
There you go.
Okay. You go into mist form and you're able to pass through. And I think normally you can see in the dark in any of these forms, right?
Yeah, I have to spend personality. So,
Yeah.
so if I do it for a long time, I might drain through my personality pool. But
Okay. So you float through and you see 5 of the 6 bedrooms, the doors are opened. And you kind of look in your mist form. There are giant, and when I say giant, I mean like they stand at like half the height of a man and as wide spiders in the rooms. And they've cocooned bodies. You don't know if the bodies are alive or dead or what. And the bodies are hanging from the ceilings. Only one room, the one at the end of the hall on the left, the door is closed. And he can hear, just very faintly, you can hear they weren't record players at this time. What were they? You put down the big
Phonograph,
maybe
The Victrola?
Yeah.
Victrola.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
it.
Yep.
You hear a Victrola playing.
All right. I'll fly back to report and say there's people that might still be alive. I gotta go and try and help them.
Do this.
So let's not use fire because they might burn alive if they are still alive.
Does
Oh,
anyone?
They're all
Luck
still on the
check.
stairs at this point, right? Like
Scab,
I can
make
see
a
that
luck check.
okay.
I can see that.
Hold
no
on just a
one's-
second, Joe.
Okay.
Give me just a second, Joe, before you ask.
Okay, luck check.
It's a bad
Okay.
guess.
The other thing that you noticed is the flames were extinguished, but the gas is still running.
I
Also,
was
it
worried
smelled
about
kind of
that.
like it smelled a little bit like you after we do deviled eggs, Dad.
Oh, that's
Actually, I don't think they added the smell to gas this early. It's just that you
Oh.
notice, like, since you're a mist
Oh, that's
form.
true. I'm a miner too. I'm used to.
Yeah, well, yeah. And as in your mist form was kind of getting blown a little bit as you were passing where the gas valves were. So, like, oh, the gas is still running.
Oh yeah, that's another innocent lives and also gas. Couple reasons not to use fire.
All right,
or
Jebediah.
That
what
takes
were you asking?
guns out.
it does.
The question I was going to ask, because like they're still on the stairs and haven't even
Right.
gone
Yeah,
out.
you can see the
yeah.
mass of them, except for Eddie or Ivan's already made the turn, and you don't see Scab anymore. But the rest of them are still standing at the top of the stairwell that you can see.
Okay. With that and seeing like how long it's taking them to go up, I'd rejoin and like get filled in, and I'll say like I'll rejoin later, guys. And
Yeah. You finish off a hand. Roll me a d20, and you said you weren't cheating, right?
was not cheating. No.
Okay. And in which case, make me add your intelligence to this roll.
Okay.
Oh, and you can add if you've got any bonuses for gambling. I don't remember if you specifically have a bonus for that or not, to be honest.
I don't think I do, just playing straight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's only when you cheat, I think. All right, what did you get?
15.
All right, so you lost, but not much. Like you pretty much you lost as much as you won. You're maybe down just like a few dollars. You did pretty good.
Okay.
And you definitely got the idea that these were professional gamblers that were back here.
All right.
So yeah, you cash out.
Cool. And I'll go and I'll rejoin. They mentioned the gas deal.
Yeah, you probably let's say you walk in right as Scab is saying, there's innocent people up there and gas. Oh yeah, gas.
Do we know for sure that they're innocent?
I mean,
To what
nobody
degree
deserves
is
to
innocent?
be, but here's the thing, Marlin. It's bad when monsters feed on humans. Bad monsters.
Oh, the sass.
He
It's
has a good
amazing.
point, actually. I have to agree with Scab. He's a good boy.
I'm not
wanna
talking
talk
about the
to
spiders. I mean, like the closed door one.
I don't know.
The barkeeper, whoever. I
Chance,
want to ask them,
privacy
like,
is not a
is there
crime.
like a shut-off valve or something for the gas going up above?
Oh,
Or
yes.
Is there like a main line?
Yeah. It's outside.
Okay.
Where does
Nowhere
it
inside.
come inside?
He shows you where the pipe comes in.
Scab, could you twist that off, please? Just grab the pipe and just
Just
Superman bend it.
Oh, okay. Are you sure?
We want to turn the gas off, yes.
Okay. I'll try.
How strong is Scab?
19 strength.
It's a
And I
thick
get an increase on
metal
my die
pipe.
size to do strengthy stuff.
Yeah, you're going to definitely need to do that. Go ahead and make a roll.
Okay.
What if I help him?
What's your strength?
My strength's 18.
Okay, you really can't. Yeah, really can't help him.
Okay. This is probably old school, like wrought iron. Like
and you're trying to do
cast
this
pipe
with
or
just
something.
your bare hands. I mean, you're not like using tools or
Yeah.
anything. But if Scab might be able to do it though.
I only rolled a 13.
Okay, you want to spend a couple of points and make that a 15?
I do.
All right. You're able to pinch it off enough that you think the gas isn't flowing anymore.
it should be reduced at least, if nothing else.
It'd be darker in the place if that's the case.
We'll call that Plan C.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Actually, yeah, that is the immediate effect. Is what few gas lights are on. Of course, the cook. You hear the Mondu. His gas goes off at the stove. It's like, it's cold soup then.
Well, the important
some of
thing is long enough that gas from upstairs would have made its way down here. So.
Yeah, that's
So
the thought
the
I've been having. Yeah.
a couple of the gas lamps that were down here, and there weren't many because they were using like candlelight at the tables. Fancy place. But yeah, you do see the gas lights just kind of flicker and die.
I'll go put out those candles too. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So
Now they
I
were
hate
all
that I'm going to
blind.
say this.
I know I can't see anything, so
I could, because I have a way to get out of it. What if I go to a certain point and I let myself get snared in the webbing and I let myself be bait? And you guys wait for them to come get me, and at the last second I can poof out of there, but at least we can make them come to a known point.
And then get them.
Yeah.
That is very brave, Scab.
You know, I've been watching you, buddy.
Especially.
Can you put a spider in a tarantula, Ivan?
Oh, I can bend anything that has a back and some legs.
Oh, these should have many legs.
Oh, and I make sure to extinguish my branding iron too.
We take all these other precautions.
I'm imagining we're all planning out, and you're in the very back looking around, and then you look down and you, oh, yeah. You just put it out.
So good.
Oh, no one's a smoker either, apparently. All right, so that's the plan.
That's
Yeah.
Gab,
the plan.
you take your mist form and you go into the hallway with all the thick strands of web, and then you become corporeal.
Mhm.
And the idea is to mire yourself in the strands, and they are thick and sticky. It's easy to get yourself stuck. And they kind of,
I'm trapped in the spider web. Said
as you're
Scab.
moving, they kind of they kind of thrum like a stringed instrument. Almost like you're ringing a dinner bell. And then out of the rooms,
Hope nobody comes to eat me.
3 of these giant spiders kind of start climbing through the webbing. So at this point, I want you guys to go ahead and give me an initiative rolls, because they may be faster than you can react.
Yeah.
Make sure I have my token selected.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. That sucker.
Oh, that's not a good initiative roll for me.
Sorry, I'm having a hard time finding my
either.
token.
It's
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
My screen had like over zoomed in.
I got a 15. That's not terrible.
6.
Everybody in?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did not do well though.
No.
All right, Pierce. You see them scuttling towards Scab, who seems to be well and truly stuck. All right, I'm sorry. Hold on a minute, guys. My dog is clawing at the door, so there might be an
He said,
accident
"Let me
if I
out."
don't attend to this.
Oh no. While Bert's
Well, as
away.
long as Scab is in there, I might be in a bind for shooting, because I was going to use my shotgun round so I could hit all of them at once.
You should still do it.
Or not. Gas, shotguns fire.
Yeah.
Do we think that'll set it up? Because if that's the case, then I'm just useless.
I mean,
I might as well go back
pinching it
downstairs.
off doesn't mean the gas that had collected has gone away that
Yeah.
quick.
This
It's
is going to
lighter
be
than air too, so
Oh, dang it.
Well-
it would be collecting up.
Maybe is there a way to do a knowledge check? Do your ghost rounds fire the same way?
Well,
like,
and
does a
that's the
ghost
thing.
round actually ignite?
I don't know. That's a question for Bert. I think.
An actual ghost round would not ignite.
Okay, good. Because I only do ghost rounds now.
okay.
So that way I have less negative effects from all the critical failures.
I'm going to
Smart.
cast sleep on the spiders.
Okay. Go ahead. Give me a roll.
Ooh.
I'm not super concerned about getting an effect. I just want my mercurial. 17.
So you're talking at the spider webs?
What's that?
Sorry, I was about to do a really bad 90s musical joke.
Oh, nice. It's up to 2 targets within range must save or fall asleep for D6 turns.
Actually, you know what? Does that need line of sight? Because you can't see in the dark, and it is completely dark up there.
Yeah, that's at the end of the day. I guess that's the problem. Is I wouldn't know Scab is there or not. So
yeah, I'm sure it does. Well, poop. Can I cast it anyway?
Well, I mean, I guess you could center it on Scab and just hope it catches everything around Scab.
I mean, Scab is undead, and sleep doesn't work on the undead.
Yeah, I don't have to sleep.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do.
You can see Scab. He's got enough on him that's reflecting, I'm going to say.
Okay.
And you see him kind of wiggling around because he's trying to make a motion.
Yeah,
okay.
and I'm probably making sound like, oh, God. Oh, no.
What's the effect on a 17?
17, up to 2 targets have to save or they fall asleep for D6 turns. And they can be awakened through normal means.
Okay, so these spiders actually have quite a... okay, so they got a 3-point bonus on the save. So here you go.
Wow.
So 18 and 11.
Okay.
One of them makes a save.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them kind of...
Yeah. No, that's fine. I turn into Cactus Man. Yeah, that's what I really wanted. I get a little boost to AC and some melee attack if I want it.
Okay. So that's your turn at 15. So Killian, you're next. Again, pitch black in there. Like you can kind of see Scab writhing around because he's got some reflective stuff on him, but can't really see much else.
I'll charge my revolver with gloom, but I won't shoot it. I will just use the glowing blueness of it to cast some light into the place.
You're shooting tracer rounds.
I'm not shooting. I'm just holding it like a torch. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to say that it illuminates because you still have the stair up and then into the room. So it illuminates enough of it where make me a luck check.
All right.
If you pass it,
ooh,
it doesn't illuminate enough of the room because again, you got to kind of go up the stair and then to the flat of the room above.
It'll cast a shadow behind the person trying to look into the darkness.
Yep. Although it illuminates really well all the webbing between you and the top of the stair.
Well, mercifully, I had a boon to get rid of that hex.
Yeah. All right, Chance. You're up. You really don't have a line of sight on anything unless you can see in the dark.
I don't. I can't.
Yeah. Try and move through the webs to get a better sight?
No, what I may do, and I'll just try this. I do have a knife, so maybe I'll see if I can cut some of the webs away. I don't think I've ever used it in the entire campaign.
Roll damage. Just roll damage.
Okay. Watch me roll 21 here.
The webbing is sticky and dense and does not part easily. You start sawing at it with that knife, and the knife kind of gets mired in it. You are cutting through it, but it is slow.
Well, I've got 2 actions, so I guess I'll just... I don't know what else to do. I'll just keep going, I guess.
Just roll me another damage roll.
2 more.
Yeah, you're like halfway through one strand. It's tricky.
Oh, that didn't work so well. Good turn, me.
They go. 2 of them are left to attack Scab.
Yay.
So scuttle over, and Scab, you're kind of held, actually.
Yeah.
So what is your 20? AC without any reflex bonus or any...
Without any reflex? It would be 19 without my reflex.
All right. Still quite good.
Thanks, Dad, for burning me.
You're welcome.
Oh, crit.
Oh, no.
That's okay.
That's one of them. The next one misses. Okay, on the crit, though. First of all, it's 2. It's 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And then, you feel the envenoming. Make me a willpower save, DC 15.
Are you susceptible to poison?
Yeah, can that affect
In this case, he is.
Yeah.
Okay.
It affects his mind.
Oh.
Okay, so it's a will
that
save,
mental venom?
and then 21 because I get another 2.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, you're fine. You feel the juices running through you, and you feel a little lightheaded.
Oh,
All right, but now the crit. Okay, so the crit. So this is piercing. Selection piercing. And 17. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good at all. Okay, so this is the extra damage it does. 12 points of damage.
Ooh, okay, let me take that into account as well.
And you are immobilized as one of its very spiky legs basically just goes right through you and transfixes you to like one of the beams that's holding up the ceiling. Chunk, it goes right through your chest and just spears you onto that beam.
oh,
So
Dad.
you are immobilized until you can make a DC 13 strength check to pass it. So that would take an action.
Oh,
One of your turns.
Would his mist form escape him from that?
He's not. Yeah, I mean, if he turns into mist, it would get him out, of course, but he's not currently in mist form.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
So it is your turn, Scab.
no. Oh, Dad,
Hit him first and then turn into mist form.
You don't have, do you still have that knife?
That was my knife.
No, I do actually.
He has the curse knife, though.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You can. So it says you're
really
immobilized,
right
but I would say that you are completely able to make a melee attack since its leg is literally going through your body,
Right.
so it's right there to do something too.
Okay.
Now I got you where I want you. You say with its leg stuck through you.
That's true, because I could go mist form afterwards. That'd be the fun
Yeah,
thing
if you've
to
got
do.
2 actions, you certainly can. Yeah, actually, your misform doesn't take an action, so
No.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's probably too crowded to do. I guess I could try and just. Oh yeah, because the leg is stuck through me, and just basically put the shepherd's staff in front of it and just use it as a lever to crank its leg.
sure.
And it's still just the attack, but that's
Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to remove its bonus from having reflexes since it's keeping you there. So just go ahead and make an attack.
Okay.
In this case, it has an AC of 15 instead of 17, which that certainly hurts. Or hits.
Oh,
These are
Nice.
really big spiders. Did I mention that?
yeah.
Yeah.
As I roll for the hit points. Actually, yeah, you rolled poorly. That hurted a lot. You hear the crack as the leg breaks. Doesn't kill the spider, but it's definitely in pain.
Okay. Well, then I'll just wiggle it around with my second one. Did the branding iron? The branding iron was just a bonus to saves and
AC and saves. That's
and to attack.
Okay.
No.
Didn't you get an attack bonus?
Not
just
to
saves. Okay,
attack.
yeah.
That was my battle cry earlier, which is probably
That's right.
certainly
Yeah,
worn
It's
out.
gone now.
Yeah.
Gone now.
Wow.
So you're doing another attack. So yeah,
Mhm.
you shove that crook right through its mini eyes into the brain, and it just you just poleaxe it. It just drops at your feet. Dog, why are you being a pain? Go, dog.
Pay
Oh.
attention to me.
Hey, you guys, just so you know, they're gonna try and poison your soul.
So you're actually so you're still stuck to all the webbing, which you
Yeah.
actually unless you turned in mist form. You're still
I'll do
kinda
mist
stuck
after.
there.
I'll take advantage of where it was. I was going to
Mhm.
mist first, but then because I was in a spot I could do something, I do that
Okay.
first, and I'll make sure to let them know before I missed out. Like,
They poison your soul. It's great.
So that's 2 of the 3 that were attracted by Scab. So there's just 1 left. Jebediah, you're up.
All right.
And
so I have
again,
a
you can't
question.
really see them unless you try to
Right.
get through the webbing.
I have a question. So, can I use my dead man's hand but not draw a card? Can I charge my deck so that it's glowing and swirling
Yeah,
around me,
Absolutely. Sure.
and as a light source?
Sure. Make me a luck check. I just want to see if you can actually see where the spider is since I'm not doing a battle map. You made it. Yeah, you can kind of
19.
catch the one. You can kind of catch a little bit of the one. You can see it.
Okay. And I don't really have any ranged weapons that aren't explosive. So I've got Dimitri's knife still, so I'm just going to use that and try and walk my way up and cut through any...
okay. Go ahead and roll the damage on the knife.
Okay. Is that knife just a D6?
Yeah, it's the same stats as for a Bowie knife.
Okay,
Oh, wait, you know what? But in this case, it just cuts right through the webbing. Like, it takes almost no effort at all as you cut through the webbing, which, Killian, you were a little surprised at that. The edge gleams and kind of glows, but you're not quite sure if it's because of the poker hand he's holding at the same time or not. So Jebediah,
right.
if you want to slowly start cutting the web so that you can make a path up the stairs. Okay, so I'm going to say then that you're able to
being a light source for everyone, and then web clearing duty.
So he's illuminated the stairway, and he's getting to the top of the stairway, and he's cut all the strands quite easily, Killian. Remarkably easy. It's just parting from his knife. And so you can see now, Jebediah, as you press the top, 2 dead spiders. One of them is still kind of harassing Scab. Scab, did you turn to mist or no? I forget.
He did.
Yeah, he did.
I need to get a knife like that.
Okay. So we'll end your turn there because it does take a bit of swinging to clear all those webs, but you're at the top of the stair. You're standing at the top of the stair so you can see the floor, and you see the same thing. 6 bedrooms, 3 on each side. All the doors are open except for the farthest one on the right. Might have said left before. Don't remember. Ivan bringing in the rear at a 2.
All right. So we still have a lot of these webs. Is this last spider coming at
Jebediah has cleared the webs up the stair, so you can go to the top of the stair, but then the whole kind of corridor up there is filled with webs too.
Okay. And where is everybody again?
Behind you, except for Scab and Jebediah.
Okay. Then I will move forward until I get to the edge of the webs again. Which I guess is
so you're standing right up there next to Jebediah. His illuminated poker hand is showing you kind of the scene in this kind of pale, eerie light. As one giant spider, like half the size of man and twice as wide, is still harassing Scab, but the other 2 seem to be not moving anymore.
Okay, and they're deeper in
webs, though.
Yeah, I was going to say they're deeper in the hallway, right? Okay.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Ivan's going to activate Righteous Talons.
Okay.
Because that's the only thing I know to do at this point is to just activate that so I can start swiping at the remaining webbing, trying to do some damage.
Ivan, you activate Righteous Talons and you tear through the webbing as if it was tissue paper. So I'm going to say you just clear towards where Scab is, but it will take your action. You won't be able to end with an attack.
Okay, I have 2 actions. Clear the room. It'll use both of them?
It'll use the first, so you can take your second action as you get right to where Scab is and where the one giant spider still is. All the webs just part beneath your talons with no problem at all.
Fantastic. Okay, as soon as I get there, if I can reach him and that last spider, I'll go ahead and make an attack with my talons.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, I got to roll this a little differently because this is my second attack. What is this? Okay, so I'll go ahead and roll my lucha die first. 7. Excellent.
Then what are you, a D16 for your second attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's going to be a 12. I can't remember. My lucha die factors into my roll as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it's a 19.
So you hit. Yeah, you hit. Go ahead and do your damage.
D12. And it goes up a die for the damage. So. Oh, and a 19 is actually a crit with Righteous Talons.
Okay.
But it's a natural 19, so never mind. It's a natural 19. Never mind. Okay, so 6 plus the 7, so 13 damage total.
Okay. It's still up, but you have it gaping claws just cut through its abdomen. It's done it some serious damage, but it's still up.
Sweet.
And that will end your second swipe. So we are at new initiative, everybody.
Chuck, your branding doesn't do anything for initiative, does it?
Let me double check. I don't think so.
I didn't think it did, but
Well, I can look just to make sure.
Marlon Rando apparently is not good at initiative.
It does give a bonus. That's my bad. Yeah, it gives +2 armor, saves. No, it doesn't. It gives a penalty to enemy initiative rolls if I hit them with the brand. For you guys,
gotcha.
Yeah, it does not give a bonus to initiative.
Hey, we all rolled better for the most part, though.
I get the exact same.
We can pretend
Everyone rolled?
it worked for us.
All right. They go at a 22, however.
Oh, my God.
And since they were just struck by Ivan, it's going to turn around and attack Ivan. Ivan, what is your AC?
I can take it. It's a 19 right now.
It's 19 right now. Okay. What 11 is going to miss as it launches itself at you, full body, doing nothing else. In the background, you hear kind of the sound of. It's kind of odd. It's like the kind of sound it makes if you were to stretch a tarpaulin, like very tightly over something. Kind of the sound of something being stretched beyond its capacity, just in the background. That's at a 22. Killian, 19. The way is clear, and the webs have been all cut apart, except for in the rooms. If you wanted to go in the rooms to check on any of the people, the rooms are filled with webbing, bodies hanging from the ceiling, cocooned up.
Oh, let me check my equipment. Do I have a knife? I do not.
You can take. I have another knife on my person. You can take one. I have just a mundane Bowie knife.
The mundane knives aren't worth shit on these.
Well, I'll run up to him, and if he's offering a knife to me, I'll take the knife and I'll charge it with gloom before trying to cut through some of these webs.
You charge it with gloom, and it parts easily.
Oh, good.
So you're going to go into one of the, maybe the first room on the left or the right and check out the person?
Yeah.
Okay. Right or left?
Left.
Left. All right. You go into the room with the person on the left. They're completely cocooned. You can tell it's a human form hanging from the ceiling. Do you have multiple actions or no?
Yes, I have 2.
Okay. What do you want to do? You can take your second action here.
I will try to cut through the webbing so as to open it up in case they're suffocating.
Your gloom-infused knife easily parts the webbing, revealing like just a corpse of a person that's been sucked dry.
Well, so much for that.
Okay, so that's Killian.
Jerky time.
Pierce.
Yeah,
in your cactoid form.
I'm gonna keep spell casting, but this one, it's gonna be a stretch, Bert. So just let me know if it doesn't work the way I'm hoping. I'm gonna step down the stairs a little bit so I can kind of see into the dining area, and then I'm gonna cast Obscuring Mist in the dining area. Because I don't care about the Obscuring Mist, but the Mercurial is arcane winds momentarily manifest, blowing the caster, or blowing against the caster, and causing all windows within 100 feet to shatter outwards. Pretty much, I'm just trying to get a whole bunch of air movement to either try and get some of this gas out, or at least dilute it a little bit.
I love it.
That's pretty great, actually, because you could just blow it out the windows.
Go ahead, cast away.
And if need be, I'll luck this. I have to get a minimum of a 12 here. And I got a 21.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Shattering of glass as all of the windows up here just explode outwards. Unfortunately, the screams down below as the obscuring mist start to collect and people go crazy again from some other things going on. And fresh air blows in. The windows over here are not covered with blackness.
Nice.
Except you don't know what's going on in the floor above you or the one closed room at the very end of this hallway. Ivan, you're up next.
I'll yell out, "It should be safe to gun now."
All right, so this spider is still up, right?
Yes, and it's in your
All right,
face.
I'm just gonna attack it immediately. You know what I'm gonna do? If it's jumped at me, I'm guessing it jumped at me to attack me, but maybe like I'm holding on to it or something.
Yeah, you're holding.
I'm literally just
legs.
I'm just sticking these spectral claws right in the middle and just tearing in half.
Sure, you still have to make the attack roll though, because you weren't you did not grapple it last time. Yeah.
16 and my lucha die. So that's
with the lucha die, you will hit. Yeah. What's the total damage?
20.
You do exactly what you're saying. You rip it apart. The last spider that you are aware of is down. You have another action item.
Is there anything else web wise that needs clearing?
Yes.
Just
now you cleared it to where the conflict was. You still have all the web between you and that last door that's closed at the end of the hallway.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just carefully try and clear the rest of the web. That's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to clear the way so that we have full run of the hallway.
You clear the way, and again, you're standing outside of the door. Now you can clearly hear. Scab's ear is hearing is maybe a little bit better than yours because he got cauliflower ear from all the bangings you've taken. Victrola playing some nice little, it's actually some Baroque music. It's some classical music playing from under the door. But that's as far as you can get these. You did have to tear through all the cobwebs. Chance, you're up. The floor is clear. You don't see anything else moving.
I mean, that doesn't leave me much to do. So, I mean, if there's nobody
there are
left,
still cocoon people in the other 5 rooms. Although Killian's stepping out of one, kind of shaking his head.
Well, I don't have anything to cut him open with, so I am actually very useful in this scene. Very useless.
Okay, so not doing anything then?
I might just kind of move into the hallway and, in case something comes out of the shut door.
You can go on Overwatch then. So if something does pop out, you can take a shot. That's fine. We can do that.
Yeah.
Jebediah, you are up. The webs have all been cleared except for the other 4 rooms that are open.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just start going into the rooms then. I'll just use both of my action dice to get as far as I can.
So Killian went left or right? Left. So you want to hit the room on the right?
Yep.
All right, so you use your knife to free the cocoon around the person, and the person is still alive in this one, but their eyes are kind of hugely dilated, and he's just mumbling to himself. He's in bed clothing. Apparently, he was asleep when this happened. He doesn't appear to see you. It's like the pupils in his eyes are huge, like dinner plates, and he's just foaming at the mouth and just talking nonsense.
I will try and get them downstairs.
Okay, you cut him down and start taking him downstairs where people are losing their minds because there's suddenly obscuring mist everywhere.
Oh yeah, I'll start yelling out too, like, "Oh, don't worry, that mist is ours. It was a bit of a misfire. Someone help this man."
Okay.
Scab, you're up.
So the third spider is asleep but not necessarily dead, right?
Right.
So
okay, I didn't know that.
I have a special attack that doesn't do physical damage, but it drains personality. If I did something like that, could I do it without waking them up, so to speak? Like almost succubus style? Like it's the wraith form can like...
Yeah, you're not doing physical damage, so I don't see why not. Yeah.
It's probably horrifying to watch. You just, much like we saw the harpies downstairs open their mouth, he's in gaseous form. It's kind of like that spectral poltergeist type engine where Scab just mouth like, you thought it was fun to suck the life out of somebody? Let's see how you like it.
And then Kirby
Your
animation.
son is terrifying, Pierce.
Yeah.
I'll refill my personality I've been spending.
Let us drop out of initiative as everyone kind of recollects themselves. Jebediah is bringing down one of the people that's still alive out of one of the rooms. Killian's is dead. Again, now you can all hear that Victrola playing. It's apparently hit the end of the record and started over again.
Well, that's the only place left to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is.
My goal is just cutting as many people out from these rooms and bring them down to have other people tend to them. Like I don't want to do.
The other ones were still alive. They were not feasted upon yet, but they're all kind of just like mad. They're not seeing, hearing. They're just in their own little world, just frothing at the mouth. You probably have to leave the webbings on some of them to keep them kind of straight jacketed.
Yeah.
But you take them downstairs.
Handed them off, I hand the last one off to the barkeep or whoever's like kind of running things. So.
And it's like, is there a doctor in the house? One guy stands up and his friend's like, you're a doctor of philosophy. That's not what they mean. Oh, right.
They got bit by these weird giant spiders. I don't know if that's going to make them weird. If they are, throw them out the window.
Is he still alive? What is life?
Yeah.
Is he mad or are we mad? No.
Yeah. Perhaps he's simply seeing the horrifying reality, the truth of the world. He's no longer shut up, John.
Swear to God every day with you.
All
right.
Okay.
We make it back up. So this door hasn't been opened, right?
Oh,
is there any light coming from the other side of it?
Is there light? No light.
And I'll go ahead.
There shouldn't be.
Grab a lantern so that way we have actual light now.
Sure.
Okay. Who wants to open the door? Because I sure don't.
Do you jiggle the handle? Door's locked.
I guess we'll knock on it.
Okay, knock on it. No reply.
Kick it open.
Yeah, I'm not going to have you roll. You kick it open. There's a man dressed in like a very sharp-looking tuxedo with a tall black hat sitting on a nightstand next to him, and a wand with a white, very, very traditional magician's garb laying around. His shoes, however, are not on. Very expensive patent leather shoes, and he's kind of reclined back in his recliner, head kind of tilted back like this. And this black ropey substance, like you were seeing through the windows, is pouring out his mouth and eyes, going out his window. And we'll end it there. He does not seem to be moving, breathing, or conscious in any way, but he's the source of this enveloping.
That's really gross.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's some qualifications to come with me saying that.
I'm gonna lean down to Scab. And point at the man and go, Scab, now pay attention. You saw the fancy shooting that Chance was doing earlier, and you see this man here. He has probably been drinking. Take that as 2 lessons on why you should always prefer milk. It's very good for you, healthy for bones. Makes you not do things like this.
Man, you gotta try some of that spider soul. It's real good.
I maybe haven't, to be honest.
Kind of made my mouth numb.
Put some pep in your step.
All right. Well, before we do our signing off, you guys did save some victims, so I think that calls for a D7. Roll D7.
These are my cards left, and these are my spent cards for the day.
Yeah, Marlon had a really good night, to kill a PC tonight. That's how much luck you'll get back. Folks watching, this isn't anything to do with the system. It's just I forget to reward luck points for cool stuff, so I just decide how well they did at the end of the session, have them roll a die, and that's the luck they get. So there we go. Oh, Scab and Daniel both got a lot of luck back from this one.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, Chuck, actually, what do you got?
Let's see, over on twitch.tv/Defenders of Kobold. Wednesday we're playing Dungeon Crawl Classics, but we're playing the 2nd edition D&D adventure Night Below. And then Friday we'll play Joe's running something. I'll let Joe touch on that.
Yeah.
Joe, touch on that.
Yeah. Friday we're playing Anvia. It'll be episode 6 of the game I'm developing and dragging everyone through as we're playtesting. They're going to be investigating a cave that they may have left behind, a creature that regenerates a little bit better than they were anticipating. So it'll be good.
Cool. Jeremy, tell us all about the Patreon.
Yeah, Aaron Reese on Patreon, comic books, maps, tokens, fun stuff. Check it out.
Anyone else? No, so check out my stuff then on twitch.tv/Steam Steel Murder, or better yet, visit my podcast site at BlueMagic, BLUMAGIK.com. At least 15 years worth of podcasting goodness on there. We've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
Coming up this Sunday, tomorrow, I will be running another Weird Frontiers game. This is a play test of a scenario that's about to hit Kickstarter. From David the Man himself, the creator of Weird Frontiers, and with a new offering. It's a double module that's going to hit Kickstarter very soon. We're going to be doing the play test for it here. Other than that, check out the GoFundMe for Reed Sanfilippo, creator of Umerica. Man is having some health issues and can seriously use your help, or spreading the word about it. Sharing that link to other folks would be awesome. But we're going to end another Saturday night here in the Goodman stream. I hope you enjoyed it. We're sorry that you will feel bad about yourself for that later. And we'll see you the next time.
Bye.
Goodbye, everyone.